Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. You guys, I have been on one lately. These last 2 weeks have been insane. And I'm actually, for this video, going to talk to you about everything that's going on because it's just nuts and we're going to jump right in. So as you guys know, Winston and I leave for our trip next week. Yay! And the best part is, I'm feeling so much better. So if you caught my video last week, I've really been taking my mental health more seriously lately because I've been struggling the last 2 years. Ever since my stepdad died and I got divorced and Winston got ripped in half and went through 2 life-saving surgeries, I have not been the same person. All that stuff happened to me within a matter of months back in 2020, and I've been dealing with a lot of PTSD. And I'm going to be totally honest with you guys, because mental health is something that needs to be talked about more for men and women of all ages and demographics. And I was recently diagnosed with ADHD, and I was also recently diagnosed with PTSD. The PTSD is stemming from Winston getting mauled and ripped in half on the sidewalk in front of me while I had to pick his guts up off the ground. So, I suffer from PTSD and I struggle with ADHD, but the good news is, I have awesome doctors in my corner. I've been seeing my family doctor for many, many years. She got me on a good road with ADHD, and then I'm seeking additional assistance with my PTSD, so I'm feeling amazing. Like, I feel like the woman that I've always knew I could be. I feel like the woman I knew I could always be. So that's why I'm especially excited about my trip next week. And that's also why I've been really busy because I've had a lot of appointments. So it's actually worked out well because it's been so hot and miserable, of course, here in the Phoenix Valley, that I've been spending a majority of my time inside, and I've been getting all my appointments done, especially because unfortunately my appointments cause me to drive like an hour away. I've also been spending a lot of time with my mom. So, sorry, I'm like sweating. That's why I'm like wiping my face because it's hot. But, so yeah, so I've just been like running around having to get all this stuff done and, you know, appointments and blood work and like all of these, you know, going to the pharmacy and like all of these things. But it's important, A, because if I'm in a crap mental state, then I literally can't do anything. I cannot function as a human being. And B, I'm heading out for 6 weeks and I want to make sure that I am in the best position possible. I had so much anxiety during my trip last summer that this summer I was like, I need to start taking better care of my mental health so I can be happier. And it's already working. So while I've been on this new treatment plan, which has been just, like I said, fantastic, and I hope you guys can notice that I just feel better. I've been doing some fun things along with the appointments and all that sort of stuff. So I picked up this cute little planner. It is a happy planner. I'm sure a lot of females are familiar. It's Happy Planner. But it's kind of expensive and I don't really like to spend money on stuff like this, but it's really helpful for planning my really long road trips that I do. So this one's cute because it says life is an adventure. And then I'm going to actually cover this in another video, how I plan out my long road trips. But just to give you a quick example, I do a lot of color coding and things so I know like what days I'm going to be driving, what days I'm going to be camping, what days I'm going to be house sitting, what days I'm going to go to the cabin. So the planner really helps me plan out my trips. So I've been using this to really finalize the end details. And I will be sharing the details of my trip on my channel, but if you become an Adventuring with Amanda member, which you can do by clicking the join button below, you will know my plans before everybody else. So I already have several members. Thank you so much. It's only $2.99 a month to support me in Winston, and you get lots of awesome perks. So hit that join button and you'll get info before everybody else does. So I've been planning out my trip, and in the meantime, I booked 2 campgrounds for my first leg of the trip to Minnesota, which is not really typical of me, and it's kind of out of my budget, but I decided to book 2 different campgrounds because I want to. Because I want to. And they're really nice campgrounds, so I wanted to stay there, so I booked them for me and Winston. YOLO! And I've been feeling better, so I'm just like, whatever. Like, I'm just gonna spend the money and get the campgrounds that I want and get the spots that I want for me and Winston, because I can and I want to. So I'm excited to share those with you guys as well. In the meantime, I've also been stocking up, so I got more of my Kuju coffee. Kuju, you still need to sponsor me. Gosh dang it, I've been asking you for like 2 years. So Kuju coffee is the only coffee I drink on the road, so I had to stock up on that. I also got 2 new apparati, multiple apparatus. And these are going to be used for streaming on the road. One above my steering wheel, one above my center dash. Boop. And I'm going to stream the road and Winston and the van while we are traveling starting next week. It's going to be super fun. Now, in addition to all my appointments and stocking up and getting ready and planning our trip, Winston has been sick. And he started to act kind of funny a few weeks ago when we got back from Flagstaff. And that was when all that pollen, do you guys remember, like my entire van was coated in pollen? Yeah, that gave him an upper respiratory infection and an ear infection. Thankfully, both minor. But, you know, he likes to dig in the dirt a lot, and it's been very dusty. We've had a lot of dust storms. It's been super hot. So all of those things kind of caused a smorgasbord of inflammation in his little snout. And so I did take him to the vet. His veterinarian is absolutely amazing. She's the one that put his body back together when he was ripped in half. And he's in great shape otherwise. He's on some medications now. So, but both the doctor and myself, we are confident that he will be 100% by the time we hit the road on July 8th. So July 8th is our departure date. We're going to leave that afternoon and head east. Our first major stop will be Oklahoma City. Our first major route change, I should say, will be Oklahoma City. We're going to take the I-40 all the way to Oklahoma City. It's 14 and a half hours. We're going to break that up into 2 nights and 3 days. But stay tuned for more information and plans about the trip as we get closer. So I'm feeling better. Winston's feeling better. I got my coffee. I got my things to live stream on the road. I'm so excited. And also, if you become a member, you get special emojis and I forget what they're called. Why do I do this? Emojis and stickers. That's what they are. They're stickers. You get special stickers if you're a member. So I have that stuff too. Last but not least, I went to Hobby Lobby. That's actually where I bought my planner too. But I bought black fabric. I'm going to be making a Velcro curtain from one side to the other, just right here to separate at night, because I noticed there's still a little light that comes through on my windshield right there. And so instead of hanging up one of my hippie curtains, I'm going to actually make a permanent curtain to hang up there. So that is on the list for the next week as well. So, gosh, we have so much going on. But it's also, I'm so excited for my trip now. It's going to make the next, like, week, 8-9 days go by so fast. I'm going to spend another night with my mom next week, which is really fun. I don't have any plans for 4th of July. It's too hot in Arizona to do anything, and fireworks, nobody should be putting off fireworks in this desert heat when we're living in a drought. It's just awful. But, so I'm just going to stay in and do nothing on 4th of July, try to avoid the drunk drivers, and just be getting ready and, hanging out, spending time with the fam, getting my stuff done. So we have more videos coming. I'm going to be making a video about how I plan out my long road trips. I'm also going to be making a video about the membership so you can learn a little bit more if you're interested. And also just more to come in the next week before the trip. Be sure to become a member if you want to know all of my plans first. And yeah, you guys have been super generous lately with all of your super thanks. If you want to send me donations that get to me right away, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App are your best bets, because everything that goes through YouTube, it's obviously on a monthly pay cycle, and then they take out a percentage. So, but I appreciate all the generosity. You guys are so amazing. I love you. Oh, also my birthday's next month. Don't forget, July 22nd. I don't know why I just thought about that randomly. It's probably the ADHD. All right, I'll see you guys next time.